Are you ready to crack the law of attraction? Are you ready to understand the manifestation code? Are you ready to create the life that you desire? Today's episode, we are going to look at manifestation, the law of attraction, and allow you and enable you to create the life that you desire. And this is a big hint. It's all through the power of your emotions. This is Manal on the Attain the Life That You Desire show, and let us get started so you can manifest the life that you desire. Let's go. Welcome to episode 17, the manifestation code, cracking the law of attraction. And I'm really excited about this. This is continuing the end of our emotional journey. This month of June, we looked at everything emotions. Why do we have emotions? What are emotions all about? Talking about our anger and how do we use it to empower ourselves. And we're ending the month with understanding manifestation. Manifestation is so powerful, and it's all about the emotional body. So let's journey together. Next month, I have a really surprising, fun month for us. It's all going back to the foundation. The foundational aspects of this show, this podcast of attaining the life you desire. It's about looking at the myth, cracking the myth of life is hard. Life is hard. I hear it so many times, and we are going to crack that myth. We're going to look at being tired. Tired of being tired. Are you tired of being tired? I am, and so many people on my show are tired of being tired, and we are going to crack that together. Overwhelmed by life, another term that I hear quite frequently. We're going to talk about a lot of really interesting aspects that take us back to why I created this show. So I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback on today's show and seeing you again next month. Okay, so before we get started and talking about manifestation and law of attraction and our emotions and all these funky things, let's talk about our emotions. Anxiety is when we repress our emotions. Anxiety is when we repress our fear. And it's when we are able to allow our emotions in a powerful way that we can manifest. So I invite you to go to my website, www.mattain.me/anxiety. That's www.mattain.me/anxiety, and download strategies to getting to ease, looking at letting go of anxiety. It's a journey that will take you to understanding why you have anxiety and giving you the tools to ultimately let it go now. So I'm really excited to see you there, and let's get started. So what is manifestation? Manifestation is essentially the act of creating a desired thought, desired outcome. It really is all about creating the intention to bring something into reality. So from thoughts to reality. What is the law of attraction? Law of attraction is something simple as like attracts like. So like karma could be another way of saying it, karmic intention. But what you feel, if we're looking at ourselves as vibrational body or energetic body, is whatever we feel is what we attract. So like attracts like. So manifestation is ultimately putting law of attraction into action, because we take a thought and then we manifest it into our reality. So like thought attracts like in reality. So thought and like create itself. Now, law of attraction is not new. 1937, Napoleon Hill wrote an amazing book called Think and Grow Rich. And in there, he had the fundamentals of the law of attraction. And I actually am going to start doing book reviews. It's my favorite growth-oriented, spiritual, self-awareness books, and Think and Grow Rich will be one of them. But Napoleon Hill talked and really clearly outlined what the law of attraction is. And he talked about energy and vibration and really the ability to manifest your thoughts through your feelings. Abraham Hicks is also a major, strong player in this arena. They wrote it for Esther Hicks is the one that talks about Abraham or channels Abraham. And Jerry Hicks is her husband that has passed. And they wrote a lot of books, of which Ask and It Is Given. So you can even see the law of attraction manifestation in there. Ask and it is given. So you just need to speak and then you will see it in your reality. It's one of the books that they wrote. There are other things that they talk about Abraham, and essentially Esther channels Abraham. So there's a few jumps and leaps that you have to get into if you want to follow Esther, but ultimately they teach the principles of law of attraction. Just love the vibrational beauty when I listen to anything that Esther speaks. The Secret was come out in 2006 and it became a big commercial hit. And actually The Secret was following Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks. I keep saying Abraham Hicks, but it's Abraham that is channeled by Esther Hicks. So said it a few times, I think I say it quite often. But anyway, Esther. So The Secret was following them, but they didn't want to talk about this whole Abraham thing. So there was a parting of the seas between. But The Secret was something that's quite known, and it is all about, again, the law of attraction, manifestation. So what and how do we manifest? So ultimately, from a Mattain point of view, law of attraction is ultimately like attracts like. So manifestation is the deliberate intention for us to use the law of attraction to create a desired state. So I'm going to say that again. Manifestation is deliberate intention of the use of the law of attraction. And it sort of seems silly to say the use of the law of attraction, because gravity is here. It's not that we use it. It's just here, and it's something that we know that it's one of the bounds that we have within life and dealing with it. So using that term is a bit funny, but if you don't know about law of attraction and being an essence of how the world works, it feels like you're using it or applying it, but it's happening all the time, with or without our deliberate intent. And that's, I just want to do a quick aside. It doesn't really matter if you believe in the law of attraction or believe in manifestation, because the principles of it are teaching you how to feel good, how to live unconditionally, how to live life from a place of peace and ease and surrender and allowing and trust. So whether or not you believe in it, I think it's irrelevant. So sometimes I'm like, Manal, does it really exist? Whether I believe it or not doesn't matter, because the principles are the same principles that we apply religiously or spiritually, or the teachings to allow us to really live from a place of ease and peace and contentment. So I'm going to offer that to you. If you have any doubts about the law of attraction or about manifestation, it's irrelevant, because the ideals, the tools that you use will help you in feeling good unconditionally. Unconditionally is a word that I'm going to continue using during this podcast today. So ultimately, to manifest, it takes all four of our bodies. So if you don't follow me, I'm going to just really quickly say there's four bodies that we have. Our egoic body, our spiritual body, where we carry our beliefs. Our mental body, our thoughts. This is where we have our thoughts and our processing our thoughts. Our emotional body, our feeling, and our physical body, which is our physical reality in the physical body. So to manifest, it starts with a thought. That's why it says ask, which is a thought. Ask, which is actually speaking it, but it comes from a thought. It comes from the mind, the mental body. Ask, and it's given. So ultimately, think and grow rich. So both those titles allude to the fact that you use your mental body, and then all of a sudden it is given to you. So that's why there's a lot of things called affirmations. Go and do your board where you're ultimately going to put what all your desires are. You're going to imagine these things. But ultimately, it's not just think and then grow rich. Ask and is given. There's two other bodies, your egoic body and your emotional body, that are critical in anybody's ability to manifest. Because if you think and you're thinking, but you're not believing, there's going to be a lot of resistance, which is going to be in the form of impatience, frustration, fear, anger, sadness. That resistance does not allow it to be given or for you to grow rich. So think and grow rich, or ask and it is given. There's many other steps, which is the alignment of your beliefs and your feelings, because otherwise you're resistant and you will not be given, or you not have your richness. So it starts with your mental body. So step one is thinking, creating intention, having a desire. So your mind. But then you need to believe. Believe. You have to believe that it's possible. Because when you believe, when you think, then you believe. Let's talk about something when you believe it. You believe the sun is going to rise every day. What does that feel like? It feels like knowing. It feels like certainty. It feels like ease. It feels like possibility. It feels like truth. So there's a lot of ease. So how do you know that you believe something? Your emotional body is open and it feels truth. And when it feels truth, it's open and allowing and feeling good and flowing and at peace and happy and satisfied and appreciative and joyful, excited. So ultimately, if you desire something, you ask and you believe, your emotional body is open and feeling good, which will then allow the physical for it to happen, for you to manifest it in your physical reality. Now, the problem with manifestation is a lot of people desire something, but don't believe it. Don't believe it. So how does it feel like if we don't believe something? Feels like impatience, feels like frustration, feels like fear, feels like lack, feels like not enough, not being good enough, not being worthy, feeling like can't, incapable, feels like not being in control, feels like sadness, anger, frustration. My last live, I asked everybody to imagine something that they desire. And everybody welcomed it in your mind. And I invite you right now to think of something that you desire right now. And then I ask you, how do you feel waiting for that desire? Do you feel like you know it's coming and it's just a matter of time and you're excited, just waiting for it? Just like, your birthday is in a few days and you're just excited as you wait for it. You know it's going to come. You know your birthday is going to come. Or is it something that has a condition to it, or that you're not sure if you're going to get it, and then you're starting to feel a bit more tension and tense from it? So ultimately, to manifest, your thoughts, your desire, your asking needs to be aligned with the belief. And when you believe something and when thoughts feel good, by your emotional body, by your feeling of it. So it's only when you get these three bodies in alignment that you have set yourself up to allow a manifestation to occur. And if you desire something and you don't believe it, you likely feel resistant in nature, which then does not allow what you're looking for to manifest. And that's why everywhere you see gratitude, be appreciative, find your gratitude, find your satisfaction in life. But you can't intellectualize it. You have to just feel it. Just feel it. So then the question becomes, then how do I believe something? How do I feel good? This is the secret. This is the beauty in life. This is what I teach, and this is what we continue to reinforce and build the muscles on this channel, Attain the Life That You Desire, on this podcast, and everything that I do, on my course, Attain the Life That You Desire. It's all about understanding the power of your four bodies: your egoic body, where you carry your beliefs; your mental body, where you have your thoughts and your thoughts that are processing for your different bodies; your emotional body, which is your emotions, and finding a trust and a honor and a love for this emotional body, loving each of your emotions, because you recognize that your emotions are what are teaching you and directing you towards what it is that you desire in life. It's about understanding and honoring your physical body. So all four of these bodies can feel good and be in alignment, and then allow for everything that you desire. It's so simple. I don't know if it came out as simple as I desired in this podcast, because there's a few different elements, but ultimately, manifestation is the act of creating what you desire in your physical reality. And this is done through the law of attraction. Like attracts like. And if you don't like to say law of attraction, that's what goal setting is. You can see online that anybody that's religiously or spiritually or mentally focused, it's all about creating a goal, and you can achieve your goal. So it's being taught in all different ways in different spectrums. So if you don't like this whole concept of law of attraction, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. But then you think it, you draw it into your mind, and then it's not just about thinking, it's about believing it. Am I worthy for it? Am I free enough to get it? Do I deserve happiness? The unconditional three, which we talk about during each one of these podcasts. I think every podcast I talk about the unconditional three. And then when you believe things, then you feel good. This is where your emotional body comes in. If it's feeling resistant, that's an indication of a resistance or non-belief and misbelief between a desired state. This is resistance, and this is the muscling that we get to do to figure out why is this resistance and what is it indicating that is desired, what's undesired and what's desired. And then that allows for everything to come into your physical reality, So it's simple. Simple as pie, easy as pie, is whatever they end up saying or whatever that saying is. Everything that we do is about helping you build the muscles so these four bodies can be aligned and strengthened. So your belief becomes unwavering of your ability to create the life that you desire. Your mind is focused on the things that you desire, not what is undesired. Your emotions are strong, and you honor all of the emotions because you recognize that they're guiding you towards what is desired. And then your physical reality, which your physical body is also a clue in this journey to your physical reality, also plays into fact. And then you create and you live the life that you desire. So I hope this was insightful for you. Everything I teach is all to help you build these muscles. My flagship course, Attain the Life That You Desire, teaches all of these elements, and it teaches you how to find your purpose by not just thinking it and believing it, but by feeling it. And that's the same secret to manifesting everything that you desire. So I'm so glad that you're here. I really appreciate, I hope you gained some insight about the secrets of the law of attraction and manifestation, and that you know that you can attain the life that you desire and bring everything that you desire into your physical reality. Anxiety is something that is in the way for many people of manifesting what is desired. And anxiety is just merely closing your eyes from the fear that you hold in life. And I walk you through how to come back to ease through 10 steps to let go of all and every manifestation. It talks about all four of the bodies and guides you through letting go of anxiety. So go to my website, www.mattain.me/anxiety, and download my video, my workshop on how to let go of anxiety. So glad to see you. Please leave some comments. It's excited to see you again next month, where we go back to all the foundational elements to allow you to live the life that you desire. My love, always.